Texas import. I was born and raised on an Idaho potato farm in Madison County, Idaho, which according to Salon.com is the reddest county in these United States. Swear. And I remember having long conversations with my dad about this country, about the blessings that we receive as Americans, and about the responsibilities that we had to live up to those blessings. Later in life, I found myself attending law school in Portland, Oregon at Lewis and Clark College. And I did not realize this when I turned in my application, but apparently I was informed by one of the students there. Lewis and Clark is one of the most liberal law schools in the country. Happens to be number 4 on a list of schools that provide candidates for the Center of American Progress. We all know how big fans we are here at the Center for American Progress. Tell me about it. I saw, because I was there during the 2004 election, I saw people wandering around like they'd been shot the day after the election. Just confused. They didn't know what had happened. I imagine a lot of people here felt the same way after healthcare reform passed. Friends, I've seen both sides of the ideological coin, and hopefully it gives me a unique perspective, and I hope and pray it allows me to give you something of value here today. I'd like to take a moment to remark on the course of our ship of state. How many emergency situations do we currently have going on? Apparently we have an emergency in the economy. Got to pass a whole lot of stimulus money, got to spend all that money, got to pump up the economy. It's an emergency. Apparently we have an emergency in healthcare, because we've got to pass a huge bill about healthcare, got to get that healthcare reform passed, because it's an emergency, it's a crisis, got to get in there and get it done. Apparently we have an emergency in immigration, such a big emergency that we have to have a federal judge step in and stop a law that just passed in Arizona. We know we have an ecological emergency going on in the Gulf. And we're still fighting overseas contingency operations, right? We're in a perpetual state of crisis, folks. We say we're fighting a war against terror, but isn't terror the end result of the news that gets pushed in front of us every single day? Maybe even the intended result? Yeah. We're told we have to pass these bills right now or else. We're constantly being pushed to respond to emergency after emergency without the time to catch our breath, without the time to get our balance. And folks, I think this is on purpose. In an emergency situation, people have a number of regular responses. They first try to go on as though their routine isn't really being disrupted. Sometimes this is called an analysis paralysis or a normalcy bias. Professor John Leach coined these terms after he observed the reaction of people to the King's Cross fire in London in 1987. A lit match dropped between wooden escalator treads and caught fire to grease and garbage underneath the escalator. Flames shot up then to the ceiling paint, causing a flashover, and the temperature in the station reached over 1,600 degrees. 31 people died, and Professor Leach would later describe that people were in utter denial about what was going on. He saw people trying to get down into the station to catch their train, despite the numbers of people who were trying to get out. Some of those people were on fire. People were